thing on? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Hey, tune in. Yo, it's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick it. Everything is going down. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the week.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Once again, man, it's Roy Anthony coming live, man. And yes, I'm enjoying the wonderful sunlight. Yeah, guess where? I'm at Big Hank's house. That's right. I said, look, sometimes I'm out there in the Midwest. I said, this is ridiculous. 7 degrees weather. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm trying to take in all my sun. Hold up, man. There's our co-host right there. What's up, Big Hank?
Man, what's up, Roy Anthony? What's happening, baby?
Shoot, man, I was telling man I'm at the house. They were like, "Why ain't in the studio?" Don't worry about it, y'all. We got some stuff in the works. And so those who's been bearing with us, looking at our show, paying attention to it, the Roy Anthony Show with co-star Big Hank, Christina Carter, she be popping in. I think she was going through some sicknesses in their family. So we gonna keep praying for her and stuff. But we got some major moves making up and stuff. And we came in 2022 kind of strong there, man. How's it been for you so far, Big Hank?
Hold on, man.
I got you. That sunlight. That's see, I'm enjoying the sunlight and stuff for real. So far since we've been here in 2022, last Thursday, this past Thursday, we had a show where we had a guy who was coming in with some raunchy, like, racist stuff or prejudice stuff, and instead of us getting up there and was like, oh, you so and so and you this and that, you this and that, it was like, you know what, it ain't him. It's that demon, let that demon take over him like that, then you be like, okay. And sometimes we laugh like it's, like I'm joking. But we do deal with spirits, principalities, evils unaware and stuff. Do we actually know how to defend, to understand that what you're dealing with? It made me start understanding, especially when I listen to people like Dr. William, the pastor of St. Luke's Holy Baptist Church. I listen to his breakdowns and his wisdom, and I love that. Anybody get a chance, you listen to Doctor, you can do it on Zoom, or you go to, to come to the church, wear a mask, and be respectful. If you're sick, stay your ass at home. See, you know what? This was a counter, Big Hank, of what, like, okay, 10 to 15 years ago, y'all, if you were sick, they'd tell you to stay home 3 to 4 days. 2 days is for you to get well. The third day was for you to make sure you wasn't contagious. Okay. About 10 years ago, man, I had, I'm a civil designer. I had to do a presentation with this engineer. And, man, I woke up, man, I had a fever, man. I wasn't feeling good at all. And he said, oh, man, you can go to, to a convenience store like 7-Eleven, go get a Dayquil. It'll help you feel better
Mm-hmm.
because I really want to get this presentation out the way.
Right.
He thinking about that money.
Yeah.
Okay, I go to 7-Eleven. Sure enough, they got this Dayquil because when I put a quill to it, I'm thinking I'm gonna be asleep for some hours. But Dayquil was opposite. It keeps you awoke and fight the same symptoms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So sure enough, I start feeling adequate enough to be able to go out to the spot, right? And I'm getting to a point, go out to the spot, do the presentation. When the next day, he tells me everybody in that group is sick
Yeah.
because Dayquil made me not have the sniffles, the coughs, and all that, but it didn't stop me from being contagious. Why am I saying that? Yes, sir. Oh, my bad, man. Yes,
Oh
sir.
shit.
Oh,
My
my
bad.
bad, man. My
Oh,
bad.
got you. Hold on. Hold on.
So
Hold on.
and so
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta go through.
I gotta go through
When you
when you
sometimes over at the
sometimes
spot,
over at the spot
they hang out turning. Now
they
what
hang
we
out
talked
turning.
about
Now
was
what we talked about was
spirits, demons.
spirits, demons.
We had this white
We
guy
had
come
this
on
white guy come
yesterday.
on yesterday.
I mean
I mean
Thursday,
Thursday,
and he was
and
just
he
being
was just
malicious.
being malicious.
Someone's
Someone's
cell phone
cell
got
phone
come
gonna
down
come
last
down or
night.
something.
Um,
Um, sorry about that. Matter of fact, I should have been doing this. Let me remove him down and take his volume off and stuff. I was like when he gets done um things I was saying, if I give you my word that I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm a law abiding citizen. Some people question well how you do this and do that. Well, I'm a civil designer. I used to be deep in the streets. I'm from the streets. But God put me and brought me out of the gutter. When other cats was slanging, I was using AutoCAD, but I was putting shows together, and sometimes, of course, it'd be failed shows. I had a concert I put together, Big Hank with Dub C and the East
yeah,
Side, man. And
yeah.
shoot, man, everybody showed up, and the owner of the concert hall got scared and wouldn't open up the doors. Felt like half of LA was mad at me. You know, I lost about 30K,
Yeah.
but it taught me something also, So at least I know I'm on the right path. So I'm saying this because sometimes demons let you think that you are a failure.
Hmm. Hmm.
People, see, when I show the subject today is, do you believe in spirits and demons?
Yes,
And if
sir.
you do, are you fearful? A demon have you fearing your own self.
No. Yeah.
Real.
Yeah. Hey, but you got good ones and you got bad ones. You know what I mean? You got good demons, you got bad demons, and you got to be able to see which is which. Cause demon come, the demon got to get inside somebody to work. And so that's what they do. They get inside people and they work. And you just got to be able to recognize the good ones and the bad ones. When you see them bad ones, they tell you to flee. You dig what I'm saying? But you can do it how you want to do it, man. Uh, but I tend to gravitate towards the good ones.
But see, we don't know because
Good
even
spirit.
I know myself,
Yeah.
the demon of anger pops up, and I try to
Yes.
control that. But man, sometimes it's like, Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and somebody had to say to me, "Oh, you just don't let that demon." Because you ever been and all of a sudden you got irritated.
Yes. Yes.
Now the word of God say, "Angry was sin not," because He know we gonna get angry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But are we? That's when we open up a channel of the demon, be like and stuff, and just say,
Right.
"Hey, have patience."
Right. Right. You got when you get that irritation, you got to push that down. You got to learn. You got to learn how to push that down. That irritable feeling. I'm finna get angry. You got to learn how to push it
But
down.
then you would say then yourself, then that's a demon.
Yeah. You got to get him up out of there though.
Because I know I've had the demon of I don't want to talk to nobody. And
Yeah.
it's affected different girlfriends in the past because they like, nigga, I'm bipolar because all of a sudden I wake up in the morning and I don't want to say nothing to. Not that I'm mad. That's just that demon of telling me
Yeah.
you got an attitude. Now, when some people call it you woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, my grandmother said all good is from God.
Yes.
Now we deal with every type of situation that could prevent you from being in God's will.
Mm-hmm.
Some people consider the demons to be like exorcists. Man, that was just a pilot so people can captivate your mind that the devil
Mm-hmm.
got stronger power than you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the demon has to have of being a little boy and a lady saying, "I'm doing this for you, Damien," and jumps out and hangs herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the demons are saying because they play they play us against each other. They burn the candle on both ends of the stick.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That nigga trying to play you short. You need to set an example for him.
Here
And
he
he jumped
comes.
in on the other guy.
Yeah,
Man,
here
how
he
you
comes.
don't run? Nigga, he better not have a gun. I wish he would. This nigga think I'm tripping.
Yeah, who he think he is?
Shoot me, nigga. Pat, pat. Oh, he shot me. All because we were listening to the demons.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It
sir.
isn't the person. It isn't Big Lucky and Little Boobop and all them. It ain't the person.
Right.
Cause I've seen these cats love their grandmothers and you know what I'm saying. The rest of the world that may hate you.
Yeah. Yeah, we
If you ain't
fight.
from our inner circle, fuck you. Feed you beans. Fish on Fridays if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, we fight. We fighting principalities, man, demons, man, things of that nature. You know, stuff in the higher places.
Have you noticed how the uptick? What is people? I thought about this from the people who rushed the January 6th, and it wasn't our producer Richie King. Oh, man, let me do this. Please forgive me, y'all, but Roy Angie show is based on the platform of Woe Entertainment,
Yes,
which
sir.
was dedication for our veterans that comes back to this country and feel like they don't have a voice or the work that they've done in other countries goes to naught because they facing the same type of tyranny here and they commit suicide. And
Yeah.
so the head producer who created it, Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp, and his wife Shelly, and
Shout out to Redneck Pimp.
yeah, for sure, man, and the co-creator Goose,
Yes, sir.
and then our favorite social producer, the gorilla glue to all of this, Blue Phoenix.
Blue Phoenix. Shout out to Blue Phoenix.
Man, I've never met a person who fight rare cancer, keeps it going, keeping a job, and keep the Woe Entertainment, man. And
Yeah.
I got love for everybody. It's just that I just don't like that spirit. And when I battle with that spirit that's provoking me, that's coming through your way, in every war there's a casualty.
Yeah.
Sometimes demons make you try to get through them, and you're going through the physical part of that other person.
Yeah.
But I had to realize that Paul is right. We deal with spirits, principalities, evil unaware.
Yeah.
I don't believe they said find every man to lie and God the truth. If my spirit in lies, like you said, you know the spirit, I know that this man ain't lying to me.
That's right.
People with the shiny suits and tambourine playing and stuff. Which,
Mhm.
hey, didn't I leave the right time? Pastor had a guest pastor, y'all. And then I said, man, when 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 he wearing the shiny suit, so you play the tambourine all hard, knowing you're about to show out. Holy Spirit only touching you, ain't touching nobody else. That's not. I got up right in time because I knew the show was about to start. He lost me when he said, "Hey, marijuana." I'm like, dude, you weighing 500 pounds up on this month, man. You ain't even went into your all that and you sweating. What about gluttony and
Yeah.
slothfulness?
Yeah. Take some of
Talking
them
about
cakes out.
laying on your
Take some of them.
side eating chicken, talking
Take
about
some of them.
writing a sermon.
Take some of them donuts out your pocket.
Big Hank.
Yeah, we talking about marijuana.
When
They
you
take
said
some
that
of them
one, I'm
donuts
about to
out
yell out, donut holes. Church is chicken
Yes, sir.
with 3 extra peppers. You ain't even yelled and danced and you sweating.
Oh God.
People got to bring you a second pitcher of water.
Mm.
I knew it was coming. I said, let me put my finger up. I'll see y'all next week.
He said, "Put my finger up." So I'm out of here.
Man, what the hell?
What verse is that? What book is that in? Is that Joshua or is that Moses? Who what book what verse was that in?
I know that. Who told you to scream like that? Who understands you? Man, see, it's rhetoricness. God is constantly developing. What man can give God advice?
No,
But we
no.
sit up here and act like we don't understand. If we was to look at and say, hey man, you know what? I'm gonna let that go because that's not you.
Mm-hmm.
That's that demon in you.
Yes, sir.
You and I here had a guy come on, y'all. He had a beard and and just happened that we was doing that about these people who let that demon of legions go up to the insurrection.
Yeah. NBA 1 2 3 4 5. I think that was his name.
No, 486, NBA 486 or something.
486. Yeah, yeah, something like that.
I know he a good person.
Yeah.
Low self-esteem. That's that
Mm,
demon of low self-esteem.
mm-hmm.
Feel like, oh, well, I'm young, y'all old heads. Well, what you got?
Yeah, yeah. That hide behind the camera talking smack demon.
Yeah.
You know, you hide behind something.
Hey, former President Trump did say it be them guys living in the basement and stuff, don't have no life. Pizza
Mm-hmm.
delivery, waiting for an order to come in so you can do DoorDash.
Yeah.
I look at the inventions. Our generation, it was a mud, man, because we invented the cell phones, the laptops, computers.
Yes.
Everybody making movies of, we been there, done that.
Yeah.
I see Miss Uniqueness letting yourself in. You coming in?
Hey,
What's up with you, Miss Uniqueness?
Miss
Was you
Uniqueness.
not feeling good?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm
You look
just
you looking
You
terrific.
just dropped that
thank you.
spirit. You doing fine?
Huh?
You doing
I'm
good?
good.
You see what the subject is?
About the demons and stuff. Do I believe in spirits and stuff?
Yeah, see, the subject is, because I'm about to bring that up. The subject is, do you believe in spirits and demons? And if you do, are you fearful?
I do, but I ain't never scared though.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
It's real. It
Yes,
ain't nothing
sir.
that's made up. It's real for sure. But
Hmm.
if you believe in your high power or whoever, you know how to maintain that it's a mental state. Some spirits are not are bad.
Right.
It's how you cope with them. If you like demonic or whatever, yeah, you gonna believe that, and they play off of people fear.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's real.
I will see, you know what we were saying though, of now we real but see, it's like how we're dealing today. The
Mhm.
spirit of let's say for instance the spirit of division. All of a sudden Republicans and Democrats is like Crips and Bloods.
Yeah.
And we have people, and I'm gonna call them out, it ain't just white people. It's the spirit. It's the spirit that affects the same whites as blacks. In the slavery times, there were some whites that didn't believe in slavery. They fought against it.
Right.
There's some blacks who did believe in being a slave.
Right.
Hmm.
But the
Like
slave
you think that.
mentality,
Let me tell you
the
something.
slave mentality is in your mind though. That's a mindset.
The spirit of capturing somebody else and making work for you, that's a demon.
Yeah, of course.
Now, slavery did exist over in Africa, but people don't understand. It's like if my colony beat your colony, you're gonna be in slavery to us for 7 years, then you free to be where you either go leave on your own or you can stay with us and take on our name.
Right.
You are not in bondage. That's what Shaka Zulu was about. His they colony was called. After 7 years, he said, "I'm gone." His mother ended up marrying the king. He left and learned how to go kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he came back because they would throw spears at each other and wouldn't even get close. He said, "Forget that. I'm gonna show you how we take over." Now,
Yeah.
my point is, the spirit of keeping it was a spirit of keeping slavery, and they even came back at when the Europeans came back. The slave trade was stopped because the Africans over there said, "Wait a minute, you keep bringing people, but you ain't bringing them back."
Mhm.
See, it was supposed to last 7 years, and they bring them back. They just said, well, "No, we keep them."
Mm. Yeah.
Look it up. You can find out for yourself. So next thing you know, you got a split. Now, some spirits felt like they're gonna have slaves. Then you got a spirit of civil rights where I can't look at you. I can't walk on this sidewalk. I can't drink at this water fountain. You want to take my money but take me in the back? Are you kidding me? I can't even fathom that. And that must be how privileged I must have been. Now, you understand?
Hmm. Hmm.
Because that's what they did to Emmett Till. And the lady just said she lied and she's still free.
Yeah.
That demon.
Yes, sir.
It ain't just white folks that has that demon, and black folks has that demon. Your family member. You got that one family member steal from you,
Well,
all that.
well, the demon don't care who he get in. You black, red, green, silver. He don't care about none of that. He just he just out there trying to get it and get you to trip out. You know.
And isn't it amazing why they always want to get in the humans? Because we have a lot to lose if you die and go to hell.
No,
I don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
wait to die to find out if hell and heaven is. I mean, I don't want to feel that feeling like what? That's real.
Yeah.
I think we in hell now. Earth is hell. That's what I think. I think we
Well, see,
already here. I don't know. It's like so much stuff that's going on now. Like we're in our last days, and we're in the last days. So therefore, it's like things here is not the same. You really don't
yeah,
know
but
the seasons or nothing like that. And I think the people that are, they're just this just me. I just feel like the people that are in the Bible are still on this face of the earth, but as in something else or somebody else. I think we are literally here. The people from the Bible are here. I think they still walking, and it's just my
I
belief.
wasn't going to tell you this, but I am Enoch.
Well, welcome. How you doing? Shoot. I just feel like that in when you sit in the house and your mind wondering stuff and you just be wondering, are these people still here for real? You just I don't know.
Man,
I think it is.
Enoch walked up to heaven, man. Enoch walked up to
Yeah,
heaven.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you see, people think, oh, Roy just died. No, I just get left out of this shell. I know what happened. For real. I've seen. Hey, look here. We've been around people who has actually crossed, about to cross, and they came back to give a message. Big Hank went through that
Mm.
with Ricky.
Hmm.
You said he came back and said God is
Yes, sir.
real, and then you said he left back
Yep,
out,
yep,
right?
yep,
He
yep.
came back to get me. You was right there at that time.
Yes, sir.
You wasn't in the lobby,
Nope.
and the doctor came
Mm-mm.
out and said, he said something about something real, because he may be an atheist, and the demons say you ain't gonna pass this message. I'm like, nope, we need him in the room right there,
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
because the demons would like, man, you ever been in something's doing righteous and everything, and all of a sudden either the phone keeps ringing, the babies or something's mess is crying or needing attention.
I can tell
Mm-hmm.
y'all another experience that I've had. Like, last year, my oldest daughter, she went through a phase. Something happened where she was just stomping the floor, praising God, getting hot, getting cold,
Hmm.
not, things like that. And we didn't understand, but somebody said that she had somebody put something in her drink or whatever. But we took her
Hmm.
to the church house, and I talked to the pastor of the church, and they sent the first lady of the church to her. And right before my eyes, she was calling out stuff. She spoke in a language and she was calling out some things. And all of a sudden, my daughter's voice changed, her facial features just changed, and she was out of body. And she was asking this spirit, "Who are you and what are you here for?" And it started talking. And it was causing my daughter to harm herself. And then she looked at me in a loud, deep, crazy voice, was like, get out, was telling me to get out of the building. And then turned around and was like, I was here for 3 generations and you haven't got rid of me yet. Asked the asked the spirit what his name was. He gave a name. I cannot recall that name. But it's recorded on my phone. I don't know his name, but those spirits are real. They travel.
Mm-hmm.
They travel, they speak out. I thought this you just see shit on TV, okay? But to sit in your house, for you to be right in front of this and you sitting here and they doing stuff with their hands and they're actually pulling, body moving. My daughter's a big girl like me. This girl was jumping across the pews like a feet, like a little frog or something.
Mm.
And when she looked in the mirror, they had a whole in the mirror. Who is this in the mirror? And my daughter just started saying all kind of stuff.
They went Constantine on them or something.
I don't know, but I didn't know
You
what
gotta
else.
get some rope and hold the dresser.
I don't know, but I didn't know what else to do. So I went to the church house where I thought that's where, but I did not understand that it wasn't helping it. It was, making it worse.
How long ago was it?
That was just last year. That was like October of last year.
Hey, we
How
got
your
to do.
daughter? How your daughter doing now?
She's doing good. I had her sent to a mental ward to get evaluated, but because I couldn't handle her in the house, like she was out to destroy me. And they say when the devil can't get to you, to get to something close to you. And that's what it was doing. It was going, the spirits was so real, it was going through my children to get to me. But she's fine now. It was just something that was going on.
Now, let me ask you a question. With what she experienced, what you was experiencing with her, right? And we have a lot of people whose kids, like, let's say these young dudes. Back in the day when the crack game was out, the young people was, because the older guys, you got to keep the neighborhood, we got to keep that money. You know what I'm saying? We can't let other people take this money. But now we got where cats is just going wild out there. They ready to kill and steal, and it be our young people. You feel me?
Right.
Now, sometimes people, it trips me out is that when I was a kid, I found out that I'm playing with a Ouija board because you're asking the spirits to give you the answers. That's
Mm-hmm.
all that game is about. These kids still be playing that.
Yeah, they do.
See, when you open up a portal to hell, and that stuff is real, if you don't believe in spirits,
Right.
you're asking the atmosphere with the human energy to give you the answer.
Mm.
The
It's
demons
funny
be
you
like,
said that.
I just need one whole minute. If they play for one whole minute and stuff, ask a word. Oh, wait, they playing. Hold up, I'm about to get in. I'm about to get in. Kill this motherfucker.
Mm.
For real. Some of the shit that niggas be watching, we don't know what you're watching. My last night, man, my cousin, at Fire Stick, I watch everything except horror movies. First thing he wanted to watch was Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Something.
I don't do all that shit.
So what messed me up is I'm working on my computer, thinking to myself, I'm like, well, he did want to watch something first. Go ahead, man. I'm gonna work on my computer. All of a sudden, he had the lights off, and then he lay on the couch with a blanket on. Like, you ready to cover this boat? If a demon come in here, for real, they don't know. Man, all of a sudden, it's all this creepy flesh and stuff. You know what? The first thing I thought to myself, it was like, wow, y'all watch that when someone comes from the dead, that they menacing the air to eat your brains and evil and everything. But the word of God said that the first people who's gonna rise was the dead.
Yeah.
But the spirits make them seem they strong. Look, I'm not scared of no ghosts. I'm not none of that. I don't need to try to catch them and put them in no plasma machine. They've been in this world all the time. They ain't causing me no problems. I ain't causing them no problem.
Right, right. I ain't
If you
scared of no
want,
ghosts either. I ain't scared of no ghosts either. I ain't seen one before either though.
bro,
But I ain't scared of one.
I
When I
worked at the
was
same.
younger, we lived in a haunted house though. It was a actual we was living in a haunted house, and then it was like when you leave from the house and you look at the house, it's the lights are on, people having a party. But when you go in the house, it's nothing going on in the house. You go up the stairs, you can't see down. You can look down. It's a big ass hole in the top of the floor, and you can see everything in the living room. But when you go downstairs and look up, you cannot see anything. It was the chairs to be rocking, the TV will come on, and then we cut it off. They're like, "Who the hell told you to cut that off?" You
I
know,
like a house like that. I tell them, hey man, don't stop
we
the
were
party because
younger.
I came in the house.
That nigga said he like a house like
We
that.
Hey,
were
look
younger.
here.
It's
I'll be
real.
like, hey, the
No.
emphasis is up.
No, the motherfucker asked me a question in my house and it ain't nobody there. Nigga, I'm out. I'm gone. You ain't got to worry about me
But
being
once
there.
I'm talking about once you get an understanding that they ghosts, you be like, oh, that's just a ghost. Hey, look here, man. Look, I worked on the Queen Mary, y'all, for 4.5 years.
Yeah,
I stayed on every part of that ship. Sometimes I had to stay on. Look, I looked for ghosts, right?
yeah.
Look, I seen a one night I was on a 6 foot down to 6 below, whatever they call it. And I seen an arbitration. And it was some white lady with a long robe thing, right? But she was white. So I was trying to catch up with her and ask her about her century, what year she was in, right? Man, she hurried
Yeah.
up and whistled up them steps. I was even standing right there. I just want to talk to you. What they gonna do to you? Shut a door, practice this or that. They been in
Yeah.
this mud all this time. I try to get along with them.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's the least
I've
of my
had my
concern.
encounter. I thought it was a
Shoot.
pedophile. Like you can feel your covers coming off of you. Like
Oh
you
well,
can
see
feel
that type of
the pressure off the bed. I'm
That
being
nigga said,
serious.
said,
Like
wait a minute now.
you on the
Wait a
bed.
minute
yeah,
now.
but
Shit.
I'm
Take
dead
my
ass
clothes. If he
serious.
start taking
you
my
better stop
clothes off,
eating grapes.
that's
No,
really
it's
gonna be a
like the
problem.
Yeah.
cover. You
You
can
gotta
feel
stop
it,
eating
and
grapes at night.
I wasn't doing
You
none of
motherfucker
it.
barely can pull his sheet, and now he can pull it back.
Listen,
Yeah,
you know how you on the bed. You know how somebody can sit on the edge of your bed, and when
Oh
they
shit.
get up, how the bed lets up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
mhm.
how it be. It was like that, like real talk. Like
Well, you
somebody
know
just
what? When I was a kid, I used to have one to try to hold me down, and the more I tried to scream for my mother or grandmother, it would hold me down more, and then I scream out Jesus, and it started loosening up. That's where my faith came in for real. I used to battle with this demon, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what I want to go into too. That demons are real. Some people who get an award, and I'm gonna let anybody know, if you ain't saying in the spiritual God, just like Pastor preached the other Sunday, like she's like, well, my people worship at this mountain. And he told him, you don't know who you worship.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yeah, we know who we worship.
Some people say, I first want to give honor to God. You don't know what God they talking about.
Right. That's right.
Mm,
Because there's some deep names. That's not for me to go into it. It's not for me. It's just that I fight a battle. That's where they're. I'm not fearful of no demons. Now, television makes these people lose their minds. When
true.
people are quarantined from the thing, they start thinking like land of the living dead and stuff, and started buying a whole bunch of water and toilet paper. And it's like, what you think is going to happen? You know, what we see. I'm going to tell you something, man. In the 1940s and 50s, there was a back then they used to listen to a lot of radio, and Orson Welles had a radio show. So
Mm-hmm.
him, Orson Welles, and the actors and them put up a show like they was really the world was really being invaded by aliens. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't say it as an introduction. They were like, "Oh my God!" People, so the actors is like, "Oh, I'm out here," and all this. So they're making the noise. Well, the people listening lost their mind. Some people was committing suicide. Some people were taking their families in the deep silo areas to hide from the aliens.
Mm,
Coming out 5 years later,
that's
thinking that
crazy.
they're gonna come to a barren land and open up the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Other people living in your house. What the hell you doing in my yard? You
But where
thought
do
you
people go
was dead.
that get stuck in the Bermuda Triangle and stuff? Where all them
Man,
people
I
missing
don't
people?
believe all that. They over there in the Bahamas, they was running from the law. Them motherfuckers know exactly where they are. Where they think is King Kong living on that island. There ain't no Skull Island. I'm telling you, they play them fear. Just like Area 51. It may be where the people that they actually catching looking like us. That's why they probably be trying to demon trying to take them out. Let's take them out before they start asking about Area 51. Then they find out it's just like them. I mean, for real. We dress like this, but does it make me a threat? That's that demon.
And the Area 51, that's where they hold. They say they got the space, the
Aliens and
aliens, and
stuff.
yeah, aliens and
But
all
see,
that
we
shit.
let them tell us that.
Yeah, yeah. They go.
Remember,
They ain't
remember
showed.
the
They ain't
Union
showed
fought.
none of it. They ain't
The,
showed none
U,
of that shit.
the Union and the Confederates became brothers again once the war was over.
Hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? All these conspiracy theories. Oh, it's an aliens. Oh, they're keeping this. Oh, the government. Well,
Yep.
I ain't never been interested what's in Area 51.
Me either.
And probably keeping where, did you know that there's a law that a single man can't own a sheep farm?
A sheep farm.
Yeah, because a sheep, for some reason, has the same makeup as a female woman. And some of these young guys would have sex with these sheep. And for some reason, these sheep get pregnant.
Mm.
Now there's some we don't want to believe, like Hellboy. Hellboy real.
Shit.
He got
Damn.
half a horn.
Yeah.
Except he ain't red. He like a light yellow.
What is it? What they call him? A meep? A man sheep?
A sumo wrestler. They wear them masks and stuff. You don't notice him.
No.
For real. Look here. In John 14 in the Holy Bible, right? And y'all know I'm a spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. I like being around real people. Like when I do go to attend or listen to Dr. Williams from St. Luke's Holy Baptist Church. Other than
Yes,
that,
sir.
I look at myself, I'm a heathen, which got the demons out of me and rebuke them the best as I can. I found the remedy for David Banner. You don't have to worry about the hope coming out because you can give it over to the Lord and He'll work it out.
Mm-hmm.
It got all these people, demons love money because it brings power. I
Yeah.
can provoke my lies because the word says, man, believe lies before he believe the truth.
Mm.
If me and Hank did half of what former President Donald Trump did, we'd be deep in prison.
Yes, sir.
That's just what's a group of homies in the neighborhood. Call yourself blocking the U.S. Postal Office. Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, he called though.
you ain't going in the Postal Service. We are occupy the U.S. Postal Office. No mail will be going out today. Now, how long is that gonna last? Look, these cats done went into these demons. Let these people go into Capitol buildings in other states. Then they say we going to the capital of the USA. You and I barely doing the postal service. This is an occupy. You're not gonna let us take over. No mail is going out today. Yeah, that lasts about 30 minutes. Christina shot. I wasn't even part of it.
I was at the right place at the wrong time.
Well, you probably live. They ain't worried about you. They probably nicked you on purpose, just to let you know next time. Watch who you hang with.
Bet, right. You ain't got to tell me twice. I learned the
Mine,
first
they gonna have that 3 right to the chest and 1 in the forehead.
time.
We got our hands up and everything. Yeah, make sure you hit the chest bone. And then it's a damn shame if you wear Teflon, you go to prison. Oh, you stop him from killing your ass. For real. But we can't be fearful of our flesh. We have to fear the one who can destroy our body and our soul. So if we succumb to the demons like we see our adversary do towards us through our friends or family, we still can't let that fall. Like, man, they always acting fool. I might as well act a fool back with them. Fuck it. Because the road to hell is wide.
Right.
But the Lord, hey, look, let me tell you something. That's why he said, don't fear. I've been in situations where God put my hands like I was fist of the white lotus. I didn't do no wrong. Now, when I did something wrong and there was some shit coming with it, well, I had to face that. But when you done cleaned up and you don't have nothing, no hidden closet, nothing hidden in the closet, ain't no hidden thing. Big Hank, him and his wife have a relationship where they speak with each other as an open book. They know where each one's going. Is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a demon, because that was a demon I dealt with. I'm walking out the door, girl, like, where you going? You just gonna walk out and don't say nothing? What? I'm wrong. That's that demon. I'm being honest. It ain't just another person attacking us. It's just we fall prey to it as well.
True.
And when we know the truth, then how do you do? That's where we can forgive. And be like, here's this demon. I even asked somebody, they start getting loud. I said, hey, you just gonna let that demon take over you like that?
Right in the middle of our conversation, you just gonna let the demon take over right in the middle of our
Exactly.
conversation.
Exactly. You feel me? Ain't well, I want everybody who's listening, I want y'all to do this. For 3 days, 72 hours. Before you get riled up at somebody cut off you in line and everything, look at that person like it ain't even that person. That's that demon. They don't even realize.
That's what I
And
do to my son.
and women, then look here, while you talking to him, and you say to him, I know you in there. Don't let that demon take over. I know you in there. You're a better person than that. Don't let that demon run you. That ain't that demon. That's that demon talking. Take control of that demon.
They thought I was crazy. My son thought I was crazy. I said, I ain't hitting you. I'm hitting that demon that's in you. I ain't doing it.
That's what I was just saying earlier. Sometimes when you get to a demon, you have to go through the human side to get to that demon because it's in the core. And there's always casualties of war when you battling some ass, you know. But for real, for 72 hours, let's take that type of challenge. Don't blame the human, blame that demon.
That's what it is. That's what we gonna call it. Might have to get a T-shirt. You might have to get a T-shirt done like that. Don't
And it's
blame the
satin
human.
on our show.
Blame
Everybody,
it. Yes, sir.
somebody just going off and said, hold up. I know that's not you. That's that demon.
That's
I
the
know
demon.
you in there. Control that demon. You need to exercise them yourself. Don't depend on me and George Papard and everybody to get you out that mud. You in there. Well, I don't know why I'm saying this. You ever went through something like that? I remember I was going off one time on this ex of mine, and I'm saying to myself, why in the world I'm saying this? The
Yeah.
demon just took over.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd have been there, man. I shouldn't have said that.
But I knew what I was saying, but it felt so good because the demons
Yeah.
make it feel good. I'm glad I'm killing this motherfucker off.
Yeah.
Some people will put hands on somebody and then making an example to anybody else who wants something.
Yeah.
Why? Cussing each other out, saying something that don't belong. What if we just realize for 72 hours, I'm going to recognize that that's not you.
Yes, sir.
That's that demon. I'm going to give you a
Hey,
pass.
look,
That's that
I,
demon.
I know it ain't you. That's that demon. I know it ain't you, man. Yes, sir. I know it ain't you. That's that demon.
Yeah, I know you in there.
Yeah.
Fight him. Fight that demon. In the name of who you, the Lord, the spiritual God who has a son. Just on your own. You know you're about to get mad and you recognize, just be like, you know what, that's nothing but that demon raising up in me.
That's that demon. In the name of Jesus, get up out of here. Yes, sir.
That part. In the name of
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. Get up out of here.
I'm still a demon, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a heathen, but I know what I've been where. Look at, I saw this last Thursday when the white guy came up and he was saying all these nasty
Yes.
scenarios at us, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
if I wasn't mature and it was the president of my company that made me think about, like, it's not what you saying, it's the judgment of how you saying certain things. You and I could have went deep into the paint with the guy.
Yeah.
The same
Oh yeah.
rhetorics.
Yeah.
That's a lie. That's a demon lie where it say fight fire with fire. You're gonna create a bigger fire.
A bigger fire. Yeah.
As some firefighters, they tried to do that. Let's burn marsh. The other part, like, hey, how you doing? Let's have a party. That didn't work. You better come up with a trench and soil it up with some water. But we had listened to cliches and try to mix it with the spiritual. We are in a constant warfare as we achieve. The God never told us not to have money. He just know that some of y'all ain't ready for it because a fool and their money will soon depart. If you can't take care of the little, here's the demon. You don't have nothing. You need to start off. We need to be like my man Moray. It wasn't a lot. It was just enough for a quick fix. That's what he said. It wasn't a lot. It was enough for a quick fix. I need substantial. I'm past that level of trying to grind each today how I'm gonna eat each day. I know how I'm gonna eat. Thank you, God.
Yes, sir.
I remember the days when I had to go to the neighbor and ask him, "Can I get a potato?"
That's cold game.
I was hungry.
Yes, sir.
I got some money. I finally been and bought a bag of potatoes. I made French fries, stew. That's how I found out how to make stewed potatoes. My oil turned black. I'm like, I can't use this no more. I done cooked French fries, potato circles, potato chunks.
Potato circles, nigga. What's a potato circle?
That's when you just slice it with this,
Nigga said potato circle.
whatever.
I was about to say, what the hell is that? I ain't heard that one.
You ain't never heard.
They call them potato circles.
I call it potato circles. You lay them in the skillet, they
God.
just those circles.
Oh my god.
I'm so hungry, I can't wait for them to get done.
You eating them out the skillet. Eating them
I
out
had to
the
let that.
skillet.
I had to let that grease fry. I tried that before. I almost killed myself.
Eating them out the skillet. Ah.
That potato got so hot on my tongue. It's like a hot pocket. You ever ate? I don't eat hot pockets. I can't eat stuff like that. A demon
No.
created that. You follow the minute and stuff, and you're like, okay, microwave beat. I'm like, oh, it's nice. It got the little pocket thing to hold in. I touched the bread a little bit and like, oh, okay. I bite into it, man. That cheese is like lava. It stuck to my tongue like an alien type stuff. Like, yeah, you ain't about to take me over. I had to pull it off my tongue, man. It was like a species. I'm like, hell no. I eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I know that's neutral. I will not eat a hot pocket. Yeah, I'm for real, man. That cheese, I had to yank it off my tongue. It was like an alien trying to take possession.
Yeah, that motherfucker hot on the inside, man. Motherfucker.
I was like, hell no, I followed the instructions. I think there should be a lawsuit. If you
Motherfucker
follow
get
these
hot.
instructions and you purse your tongue, you can't even taste your food the rest of the day until your taste buds heal. They all fucked up.
They'd be like, sir, that's why we call them hot pockets. They're
I,
that motherfucker pocket hot. It's hot in that pocket. Nigga.
man, he ain't lying.
That shit hot. Burn your whole.
I crack them open and use it as a chip dip. For real. Hey, man, I never get when I thought, man, I was having them poor days and I had some taco flour shell and some cheese. I said, man, I'm going to I don't have no bread. I'll make a cheese sandwich. I'll make this a taco cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
So I'm cooking it, right? Browning it up. And one of the Latino homies come over and he said, oh, man, you made some quesadillas.
Quesadilla. Making a
I
quesadilla.
said, oh, man, I made me a cheese sandwich from taco shell.
That's a quesadilla, man.
Yeah, that's what he explained to me. Because when he said that, I'm thinking like wraps and meat and stuff. I'm like thinking this is just a cheese sandwich that I use taco shells. Well, man, look here. I'm serious though. For 72 hours, I'm gonna take that challenge.
I'm gonna take the challenge too.
Will not get upset.
No.
You have recognize, and if somebody is in your faith, whatever, you like, you just gonna just be not. You just gonna let that demon take over. I know he's in there. Take control of that demon.
Okay.
Okay, so, Mr. Uniqueness, you in the challenge?
I'm in there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take that challenge too. I'm for real. I said I'm about to bring in our file that so we can close up out of here. But yeah, let's do that for 72 hours. You with it? All right.
Which,
God bless y'all, man. Oh, with Big Hank coming back in, you back in?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. It seems like the more, and I'm gonna tell everybody this. And it's like, oh, they holy roll, whatever. Nah, man, I'm a spiritual guy. I believe in the spiritual God gave us salvation. A lot of people have saturated up the truth. Everybody want to be philosophers and stuff, and you have to ask them, are they living by what they teaching?
Yeah.
If you still begging off offerings and stuff, something's wrong. We're giving you the word for free because God's been prospering me with other funds,
Yes, sir.
other accomplishments.
Yes, sir.
And I know the more we give him, this is the World Wide Web. We got our celebrity stuff that we do on the side, but I love that we take our Tuesday and Thursday and relate and talk with others that's not knowing this situation.
Hey, man.
Okay,
Hey, hold
huh?
on, man. Hey, you got that hat on, man, like the Raiders going to the
Oh
playoffs.
my goodness, man! You know I meant to bring that up. Wait a minute, man. I can go 5 more minutes because the producer and them are Chiefs fans.
Oh my God, yes, sir.
Oh man, look here, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Oh wait a minute, we had our engineer meeting yesterday because I work for the #1 firm in the world. Love them, but I never say their name because we say things that it doesn't
Yeah, fit with
they
their.
don't support that, but they
Yeah.
support me as an individual.
Yes, sir.
I told him in the meeting, my Raiders gone to the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
We made the playoffs.
Yeah, we made the playoffs, man.
If Raiders of what we've been through to go to the playoff doesn't
That's right.
signify what a real Raider is, because
Yes, sir.
the ups and downs, the surprises, the disappointments, the shocks, the the wounds,
And still
and still prevail.
come Come on, man.
We still prevail.
Come on, man. We ain't even have no coach.
Mahomes
no
still
coach.
ain't lost nobody to drunk driving. They did have Andy Reid's son who hit a little girl who ain't been arrested yet. But anyway, that's another story. But anyway.
Yeah. Man, we ain't
I
got
even question our quarterback. I'm going to ask Derek Carr, forgive me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DC,
But
Derek
I
Carr.
expected more from him because I believed in him getting the $20 million a year. But man, you're having me question it.
Yeah.
And then we could have took a tie and let Chargers get in, but we would have been dependent on it's when Chargers took a timeout.
Yeah, they tripped
When
out.
we had the ball, like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We go for the Snickers. We thinking you going to be honest with us, so we take a knee and you get the ball back. Them mother like, nigga, we don't got no contract with you.
Nigga, we got you, nigga. We got you, niggas. That's why you got to do like Chris Tucker. Nigga, got to same time, nigga. Same time.
Look, if it isn't Raider Nation, when you go through diversity, when everything seems glim, you have to question yourself. Just like I do not want that. The brother learned about humbleness, who went to the Arrowhead and called them in the middle of the field before the game. Yeah, this our house. You done lost your mind. You got your ass whooped like a redheaded stepchild with no future in an orphanage in old Mexico.
Yes, sir.
You crazy in the mud, man.
Yeah. Yes,
I bet you that. Well, I didn't want our Raiders to play the Chiefs in the first round.
Nah.
It's 83 degrees out here. It's probably 100 in Vegas. You do not want to go no 10-degree weather.
No.
I just came from there. You wonder why the inside of your elbow hurting. That cold air done hit you.
Nigga said the inside of your elbow.
Yeah, man. Like, damn, man, this shit happened.
What old injury was that?
And I ain't never had no injury this month, right? It's fucking 7 degrees. I'm like, let me get my ass, man. But I'm proud of our Raiders for those who have been responsible and stayed the course.
Yeah.
You could have gave up and everything. And that's what life is about. You go through adversities, but you don't give up.
Yes, sir.
And I wish everybody explored everybody. Mm-hmm. We don't know how far we're going to go in the playoffs. I just hope that we go see the Chiefs. We spank them. You will not come to LA and see a Super Bowl.
That's right.
Anybody else, but not the Chiefs.
That's right.
I love Mahomes. As far as individual and as athletes and the receiver, but no, I do not want them in LA enjoying our sun.
That's right.
Anyway, man. God bless y'all, bro.
Peace out.
God bless you, uniqueness.
God bless you.
All right, for sure.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The